Guys, Godzillacusx here, and welcome to the channel where master class play is optional. We just try to pass along some information to our fellow clanmates and anybody else who can find it useful. Hey guys, I want to talk today about capping in Supremacy, specifically, for the win or to help you win. Now, I'm not a big proponent of building your whole strategy around capping and winning. It usually just doesn't come into play that often that you win by cap points in Supremacy. But, I mean, think about it. You do have to use it to sometimes just apply pressure and have people come out of cover, that kind of thing. Also, I like to think about it like this. As recently, in a 10-game stretch, I had 2 games that were decided by cap points. So, that's, 8 of them were, by, killing off all 7 tanks. So if you're a 50% player, okay, that's fine. You've won 4 out of 8. You're a 50% player. But if you just ignore Supremacy and don't pay it any attention and don't use it to your advantage, well, that's 2 games you just kind of throw away. You don't help yourself there. So now you're a sub 50% player. You're down in the 40s somewhere. So it is something you need to pay attention to and think about. And you got to start thinking about it in the game as to where your team's at, where you're at, and what's going on, and kind of thinking into the future a little bit, and paying attention to the points and the caps basis for that. Now you can see here, this is another game on Copperfield. I had another one that I featured recently, a tournament action that we won by cap points. We're down a couple of tanks. I do manage to take out the Lupus. That's always good to get a shot in the back of one of those and get it out of the game. Now we're working on the Churchill up here, and we get it out, and at this point I'm looking at it, and we're still down a tank, but we're up bases, up points, and there's some tanks up here, namely that Gravedigger, that I don't want anything to do with on a head-to-head battle, so I bug out, and I'm hoping my teammates kind of help me so we can go over here and defend B and C. If you look up there, one of the teammates, he stays up on the hill. You look at the mini-map, and he's fighting them, toe-to-toe, 3-1, and one of them's a heavy tank. My other teammate has come over into this area. Is going to help out the cause, so to speak. As we believe we've got this Cromwell down here. He's already hit him a couple times, and then I get a couple shots in, and we take him out. Now, it's at this point, as you can look, it's 775 to 410. I'd already thought, cap points were going to be in play here. And I think it's definitely going to be that way. Now, I kind of, track the VK. It's unfortunate. It cost me a shot here in a little bit. Start pumping shots into him. My teammate just didn't get out in time. He's caught. All 3 of them are down there shooting at him. I don't get a great roll to take the other VK out. Finally get him out. Now it's time to bug out. There was Gravedigger. Now, as you can see, they have the A cap. They're working on the B cap. I take a shot while getting out. And I'm going to drive in here, and there's stuff in the way. Don't run into that. That's not what you should do. So I'm looking at they looked like they were all coming over more towards my right. So I'm going to take a shortcut. Now, this is a calculated risk. They could get a shot off on me. They spot me. They see me. Now, at this point, it's a little bit of luck on my part in that they don't immediately start chasing me, as they all seem to go, both of them seem to go up to the C cap. Now, we're stuck at 910 points to 640, so still up for the match. And I can get in here, get into A, and cap out. Now, it's at this point, as you can think, the Gravedigger may not get here in time, especially if he didn't leave early. I believe the VK is rolling over to my left. So what I'm going to do is, there's the Gravedigger. Spotted him. He's kind of coming slow, so I know I have time. Get the VK. Now, I'm not trying to kill the VK here. I'm just trying to get his attention, make him stop, and not come up to the cap. Now, he probably should have just ignored me and rolled to the cap and went and capped and wait for his Gravedigger to come up and take care of business. But most people's natural reaction is just to stop and sort of try to duke it out and get the kill and that kind of thing. Now you look up there, we're at 985, 990, still comfortably ahead. As long as I don't die, we should have this one in the back. And as you'll see here, do get the shot in, and we win. Now, it ended up being a very good game for me, master class. But that was mainly, I think, due to me capping points more than the damage and the kills that I got. So anyway, guys, that's something, is keep track of those points and use it to your advantage. And don't ignore it, because if you do, you're kind of throwing away some games, and some of your stats will look poor for it.